and finally they pray during the nighttime while the people are sleeping. Two hadith that are similar to one another. In both of the hadith, the Prophet ﷺ is encouraging us, the Ummah of Islam, to continue to do what we were doing in the blessed month of Ramadan. But there's one aspect of this hadith, unlike the Khutba of Al-Eid, where I dealt with these issues a little bit. We just want to deal with one aspect of it to shed light on this issue. From the four people who will get these rooms in the Jannah, these special rooms, are the people who will fast consistently. He said about the Jannah, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Inna fil Jannah, babin yuqalu lahu rayyan, la yadkhuluhu illa as-sa'imun. There is a door in Jannah, 8 doors of Al-Jannah. One of those doors is the door of Ar-Rayyan. No one will enter into that door except the people who fast. This can include the people who fast the fast of Ramadan, but it surely, inshallah, includes the people who fast Ramadan and they go a step beyond Ramadan and they fast continuously outside of the month of Ramadan. Now that the person is used to fasting, and it's only 2 days since Ramadan and the person is used to fasting, and he benefited from fasting in many ways, spiritually as well as physically. Many people were overweight, they lost weight in the month of Ramadan. Many people were not praying, they pray more in the month of Ramadan. His body is used to fasting now. It's an opportunity to repel the shaitan and to continue to fast because it's easy. After 2 days, it's easy. So the encouragement here now is to continue to do the things that we did in the month of Ramadan. And from those things is what will face us in this month of Shawwal. So from the most important issues of Shawwal is the hadith of the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. من صام رمضان ثم أتبعه ست من شوال كان كصيام الدهر. The one who fasts and he completed the month of Ramadan and then he followed the fast of Ramadan with fasting 6 days from Shawwal, he will get the reward, and it is as if he has fasted the whole year. The whole year. Concerning this issue of fasting in the month of Shawwal, just want to shed some light on some of the ahkam of a Shawwal. The first point that we want to bring to your attention, ikhwani, for those of you who want to fast, is that you cannot fast the month of Shawwal expecting to get the rewards of a Shawwal until you complete Ramadan. This is a very important principle in our religion. Many people know the virtues of praying 2 rakat of Fajr, the Sunnah prayer. The 2 rakat of Fajr is better than the dunya and what is inside of the dunya. 2 rakat, not the wajib prayer. In attempting to get the reward of these 2 rakat, you will find in many masajid, the masajid where the people don't learn, the masajid where the administration and the imam are not educating the people about the ahkam of the deen. The person comes into the masjid while the imam is praying with the jama'at, and this person goes to the back and he starts to pray 2 rakat. He'll miss 1 rakat, he may miss 2 rakat, and he'll catch the imam while the imam is sitting on his knees in a tashahhud. He may even miss the whole prayer. That individual is sinning. That individual is in opposition to the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam because he's doing something that is against the religion. It's like the month of Ramadan. If it is the 28th day of Ramadan, and then it's the 29th and the 30th, the 29th, and it is cloudy in the sky, the Prophet says, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, man sama yawmu shak faqad asa Abul Qasim. Anyone who fasts on the day of doubt, I'm going to fast just so that I can be sure it's Ramadan. He said, you have disobeyed Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Although you fasted and although you did a good deed, you thought it was a good deed, but you disobeyed him because you went against his command. So in this issue of Shawwal, it's like the other ibadat of Islam. You cannot pray the Sunnah prayer if it's going to cause you to miss the wajib prayer. You cannot do a Sunnah for the young brothers, for any young sister, for any Muslim. You want to do something about the Sunnah. But in the process of doing that thing, you're going to lose what is wajib. I want the people to say or to do something that's from the Sunnah. But in the process, I'm going to create a big fitna. And I'm going to divide the Muslims unnecessarily. It's something they're not ready for. It's something that is not hikmah at this time to do it. Then I should leave that sunnah for the sake of the bigger good. And that doesn't mean that we should be apologetic about introducing aspects of the sunnah. It just simply means follow the wajibat of al-Islam and implement the sunnah at the right time, in the proper time, proper place, with the proper people. So with the month of Shawwal, if the lady has missed days from Ramadan, if the man traveled or he was sick in Ramadan and he missed 2, 3, 4, 5 days, you have to make up all of the fast that you missed in Ramadan. And what was collected by Imam al-Bukhari and Muslim, Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu said that the Nabi says sallallahu alayhi wa ala alihi wa sallam, that Allah Azza wa Jal said in this hadith al-Qudsi, وَلَا يَزَالُ عَبْدِي يَتَقَرَّبُ إِلَيَّ وَمَا تَقَرَّبَ إِلَيَّ عَبْدِي بِشَيْءٍ أَحَبُّ إِلَيَّ مِمَّا افْتَرَضْتُ عَلَيْهِ. My slave will not get close to me by doing anything that I love more than what I made wajib upon him. Shawwal is important and Allah loves it, but the wajib siyam of Ramadan is more important than Shawwal. So the individual has to make up his days first. It may be because from the names of Allah Azza wa Jal, from the attributes of Allah Azza wa Jal is that Allah is Al-Kareem. Allah Ta'ala is Jawad. It's possible that a person can fast, making up his days from Ramadan and Shawwal, and Allah gives him the reward of Ramadan and the reward of Shawwal. That's possible. No one can come and restrict Allah's virtues. He has 8, 9, 10 days to make up in Ramadan. He only makes them up, and he can't make up any other days. He can't do 6 days of Shawwal. His niyat is, oh Allah, I'm da'if, I'm weak. You know my situation, what I can and can't do. And he missed 6 days of Shawwal because he had to make up 8 or 10 days of Ramadan. Ask Allah to accept it from you, but don't go about it believing that you can just do Shawwal and you do those other days later on. You have to get in the days that you missed from Ramadan. It is a debt that you owe to Allah Azza wa Jal. Second issue, ikhwani, about the issue of Shawwal, the fast of Shawwal. It is permissible for you to fast the 6 days of Shawwal according to what is convenient for you. Your wife, your mother, you, and what is convenient for you, you fast those days. If you want to start and do them 6 days in a row, then that's permissible in the deen of Allah. But if you want to do 1 day or 2 days each week as you want to do it, then this is something that is permissible, and it is not acceptable for anyone to come and to make things difficult on anyone, that Allah Azza wa Jal didn't make it difficult for them. Allah gave you a window of opportunity. There's a window of opportunity, 29 to 30 days. But there are a few things we have to know about what days you should and you shouldn't fast. It's irrelevant now because it passed, but it's relevant for the future, inshallah. The Nabi of al-Islam sallallahu alayhi wa sallam made it impermissible to fast on the day of the Eid. And the day of the Eid, Eid al-Fitr, is only 1 day. The day that we pray the Eid, that's it. In the Muslim world, wherever you go, Saudi Arabia, and Saudi Arabia is not a dalil for us. What the government of Saudi Arabia decides to do is not a dalil for us in the deen, where you say they do it in Saudi Arabia, and then that's the dalil. No, that's something that can strengthen the dalil, but it's not a dalil. All of the scholars of Saudi Arabia come together for something, against something. It's not a dalil. It can help to strengthen a position in a dalil, but it's not a dalil. Don't be of the ignorant Muslims who say they do it in Mecca and Medina. That's not a dalil. Allah Ta'ala never revealed in the Quran, follow what the scholars of Saudi Arabia said, although we consider them to be good. Allah didn't say, follow what they do in Mecca and Medina, although Mecca and Medina generally are going to be doing the right thing in many instances. That's not the dalil. In Saudi Arabia, in Kuwait, in Egypt, in Africa, Muslims on the Eid al-Fitr, they do it for 3 days. You get 3 days off of work, out of work, off of school, 3 days. In Pakistan, 3 days. And the Eid al-Fitr is only 1 day. After that 1 day, you can begin your fast of Shawwal. As for the Eid al-Adha, the Eid after the Hajj, then it is 3 days. And those 3 days are the days of the Tashriq, and it's not permissible for people to fast during those days. So you cannot fast after the first day, the 1 day of Eid al-Fitr. After that, you can fast. But there's another day that I want to bring to your attention. If a person wants to split his fast up for Shawwal, he should not fast on Saturday by itself. He should not fast on Saturday by himself. He doesn't fast. He hasn't fasted Shawwal yet. He didn't fast yesterday. He didn't fast today. He wants to fast tomorrow. He wants to start tomorrow. He didn't know. He's a new Muslim. He just heard there's Shawwal, 6 days of this month. I'm going to fast tomorrow. You shouldn't fast tomorrow if you're fasting Shawwal. If it's not an obligation upon you. The Prophet told us, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in an authentic hadith, لا تصوموا يوم السبت إلا فيما افترض عليكم. Do not fast on Saturday, except if it is a fast that is wajib. And one of the reasons why we don't fast on Saturday is because the Muslim has to be different from the Yahud. Saturday is the Sabbath. You go to North London, you'll watch and you'll see the Yahud walking around on Saturday, not driving, because that's the day that they don't do any work. That's the day where they fast, they abandon things, they hold back. So the Muslim in many ways is commanded, don't be like the Yahud. Don't be like the Yahud. So if it is a Saturday and it's a wajib fast, then you can fast in Ramadan or other than that. If a lady is making up her days of Ramadan, she can fast on Saturday, no problem. You missed a day of Ramadan, you can fast on Saturday, no problem. You took an oath and made another, you can fast on Saturday, no problem. If you fast today on Friday, now you can fast tomorrow, because if you fast